This morning, instead of sitting around and waiting for your soulmate to appear, our guest suggests that you master the art of aloneness, reclaim your innate wholeness, and transform your life. Boston author and psychotherapist Lauren Mackler is here this morning. Her new book is called Soulmate. Good to have you here, Lauren.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
What do you mean by all of this? How do you master the art of aloneness? And does aloneness have a negative connotation in our society?
Yeah, it actually does. And yet the reality is that nearly half of American adults are living outside of marriage. So the mindset hasn't really caught up with the reality yet. Mastering the art of aloneness is not necessarily about being alone, although it's wonderful for people that are living alone. It's really about what I call reclaiming your innate wholeness. When we're born, we are very whole, integrated human beings. We can feel all of our emotions, we can express who we really are, we have a very intact self-esteem, and then we come into this thing called a family, and either and either that innate wholeness is retained and our self-esteem is further developed, and we flourish into young adults, and then we have all the stuff that we need to be able to create and live the lives that we want to do as adults. But most of us go through an erosion process. So that innate wholeness, parts of us we lose.
And what's an example?
Well, an example might be, let's say we're very spontaneous and we're very alive and we're twirling around and mom says, stop being so loud. People don't like people that talk so much, So that part that's spontaneous, that's alive, that's expressive feels shame. And then that part goes underground. And then we learn to walk around, be around people walking on eggshells and being quiet.
So it's finding your original self.
Yeah, what I call your authentic self, who you really are and the person that you were born to be.
And is this about finding a partner, or is it just about transforming your life and then let the chips fall where they may?
It's about becoming the partner you seek. So instead of, we're brainwashed to, find somebody that's going to make us feel good, that's going to bring happiness, security, all those things into our lives, instead of saying, how can I create my ideal life as a whole, integrated, independent, financially secure person on my own, so that anything that comes along, a person that comes into your life, whether you get married, whether you're in partnership, it's icing on the cake. You're not dependent on that person, because if and when that person disappears from your life through divorce, or the relationship doesn't work out, or they die, then you are no longer whole, because you're depending on that person to fill your voids.
And this is very much a step-by-step guide to kind of figuring out who you are and what kind of a person you are and what the factors were in your life that may have shaped who you are.
It is. It's actually a roadmap. There's a whole process. Every chapter ends with an actual exercise. So you're going through the process as you're reading the book. So you start off looking at, assessing where you are right now. How do you feel about your life? What are the challenges? What are the opportunities inherent in those challenges? Then we do some looking in the back. So background, we look at the family of origin, the kind of system you come from, the kind of role that you played growing up. And are you still playing that role, and what your behavioral patterns are, and are they producing the results that you want in your adult life?
And the book is doing very well.
It's doing really well. We hit the international bestseller list last week, which is really exciting.
Lauren Mackler, thank you so much for being here. The book is Soulmate, Master the Art of Aloneness and Transform Your Life.